Yeah.
You look good.
I think your picture.
Can you see me okay? Hear me okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Just a second, let me close the window. So, what's new? How are you?
Are we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording, yeah. I hope. Oh no.
Is the connection okay? Because your picture...
No, not too good, but it's happening all the time. I don't know, it's... All my video conversations are the same. I think the internet is just super overloaded, yeah.
Yeah, so...
How was your week?
The week was good.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm actually, right now, I'm a little bit blue. I just realized today that I missed Easter in a way, because normally there's just like one of two major anchor points in my year. It's this, there are concerts Friday and Saturday and the weeks before, and I was fine with staying at home, but just these last few days felt so weird. And just today I realized it's like, I think it's because I missed this ritual of my year.
Like not the holiday, the atmosphere of the holiday. And...
Exactly, and also I'm in this period of time I'm singing a lot of Bach, and that's really, really important to me. And I can never get enough of it. And this year I had absolutely zero Bach, and it's really...
What do you see? Like what? Cantatas, oratorio, what?
Yeah, there are these two big passions by Bach, Johannes and Matthäus Passion, and normally I sing at least 3 or 4 of them, sometimes even more, and sometimes 2 on one day. And
what,
it's
2
really
times the whole piece?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a really intense time. You get into this crazy, beautiful, complex music, and you see this, I don't know, you dive into this story, see this man getting tortured over and over again, and then you have this beautiful music and you swell, and it's really an emotional ride always. And this year I didn't have it, and just like I'm a little bit pissed that it didn't happen. So I'm really, I didn't expect that, because I was so okay with staying at home before, but just these last few days were really, really weird. Mm-hmm. And then normally I would, like yesterday, I would have had a big breakfast that would last the whole day with friends and family, and we would just walk and then get back to eating again. And so...
Where are you from, remind me? Originally from Berlin, or?
I'm from Munich.
Ah, from Munich, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
actually, I remember when I just started listening to classical music, I remember listening to Karl Richter performances, and yeah, we had these the Johannes Passion and the Matthäus Passion, and actually Mozart's Requiem. And these are my favorite recordings. I don't know. I really love Karl Richter as a conductor.
Yeah.
I like these recordings. It's like old school, right? Very conservative. I don't know.
I don't know if it's conservative.
Or
it's
what,
really
romantic interpretation? I don't know. It was what? Yeah.
Yeah, like he's, I think, one of the last really big conductors, famous conductors who did it in this kind of romantic 19th century kind of way.
Emotional and and
the choirs are
dramatic,
so big.
Yeah.
And then of course we had this like what started in the 60s and 70s that they really got into studying how it was done and everything much faster, and the choir
playing authentically like they used to play it in the period.
Exactly how Bach done it, and everything got really, and really the choirs got small, or they just used boys, and then of course they had all these historic instruments, and that was an important step in for musicality, I think. But now I think we're at a point where this is such common knowledge amongst musicians. It's not only specialists who have this kind of knowledge. If you do, I don't know, a piece by Haydn or Telemann with the Berlin Philharmonics, they know how to phrase it.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it. So I think now we're at a very comfortable position where we can actually just choose what kind of style or interpretation fits our emotional status best. Yeah. So I think now we can go back and say, well, Karl Richter is maybe in some sort not correct.
Yeah.
But into it, the emotions are certainly right. And I think it's safe to say that he really had great intentions with it, and he did a good job and it still works, I would say, and that's all that I think. So yeah, I think maybe Bach is the most important composer for me. It's hard to tell which is your favorite composer or which is your favorite song, because it's impossible to tell, but he's really, really, I don't know, I grew up with him, and I sang the first real classical concert I did as a girl in the children's choir. It was the Matthew's Passion, and so I really miss it.
Yeah.
So
well, I'd love to hear you sometime play sings Bach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to as many concerts as I would like to in Berlin. When I used to come here as a tourist, I used to go every time. I used to go to the Berlin Philharmonic and look for a ticket. And I don't know, since we moved here, I don't go as much as.
Yeah. Yesterday I heard Bill Gates in the news, and he said we might face this situation for 1.5 years. It seems quite long, don't you?
I think, I don't know. My feeling from reading the news and following everything, I feel that probably we are after the first big wave. It feels like in Europe, and it's pretty much like we after the peak, and maybe they'll start, but it will take probably a few months until they open a little bit, and I guess that the artists and the cultural venues will be the last, because always.
So too. That's what I think. I think what they're saying, that little shops and kindergarten, they can open sooner. I also have a feeling like we're going to be the last ones who will be let out again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're starting to feel the blues a little bit.
But nonetheless, I think so part. I guess just this particular time, because it's so. I don't have a lot of structure in my days or weeks or years. Everything's different, and I always work when everybody else has free time, and it changes a lot, and there's absolutely no routine in my life. But there are these 2 points, which is Christmas and Easter, where there's so much music going on, which is always like you work, and then it's Holy Friday, and then you have this really intense last concert, and then and this is so I've got these 2 points per year. Now I missed already one of them. It's a bit tough.
And usually when you sing those pieces, you sing it in a specific place, or every time it's a different place?
Oh, different place. I used to do it at least for 10 years in one particular church in Munich, and then in 2 churches in Munich. So this was the time when I always did 2. on Holy Friday, and then, but this year I would have been in Hamburg, and I did one in Berlin already, so it's just whoever calls first.
And what about the project? You have any progress?
Yes, let's talk about happy things. Yes, I didn't do what I tell you I would do, because what I thought I should do next was these little movement studies. But then I realized I need to figure out first the size and the proportions of the whole scenery. So I made a sketch and I lost it somewhere in the room. So it's really rough. It looks like this. So this is where she will cook. And here is nature with all the living things. And here are some hungry guests waiting. So I think that what you will see is a frame will be like this, I think. So I have one stripe of scenery you can move like this, and then I can move it like this, so she can shoot through the chimney and kill a dove that then falls into the soup. So I figured I need to build scenery first to see how big everything needs to be. So I started with her, cutting out her in a size where it's comfortable to move her. And then I made these 4. I will show you because they're really lovely. I need to turn the camera again. So this is them.
Okay. So you do have the character.
They already see. Yes. So they have these little tools in their hands and like a fork and a knife, and they're waiting to be served. He's really quirky, I think. And they can make this little dance. I don't know if you this is, I don't know, it's not a song, but this is this
super funny, super cool
thing. when children sit at a table and wait for food. They sing Wir haben Hunger. You know this? So I think they can do this. I now need 2 hands, but I have to hold the iPad over there. But they can do this like ding 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 ding. So I think this is how the piece will end. See them, and then the fish will just drive in.
The piece ends before they start eating, or the minute they start to eat.
Exactly. I think it will be like a bartending scene. So this is, if we move over here, then we get into the kitchen. So she's here with some ingredients, and then in the end, I think we will have a fish here, and she will give it a push, and it will just like a beer in a bar in America, where they just push the drink and it will
slide to the table
over here to them, so then they have the food.
Okay.
So but the main act will be in this. With this, she has a pot and something to make the paste and some ingredients that are not alive, but she has this little pet already in her hair. So at one point she can poke into this, and then a chicken comes out. And then it can have an egg coming out of here.
It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
No, really, nice, creative.
Yeah, that's really, most of the time it's really wonderful. So, and then she has this roof on top of her. So at one point the top will go like this, and we will see a dove flying here that is killed and fall through the chimney into the bowl.
What about the cow and the pig and
they will be here where is nothing yet.
Okay. So that would be outside, like the garden or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And at one point, she can, as I told you, she can prolong her arm and then just reach through here, get something, and then go back here.
A small knife or something.
Maybe with a knife.
Yeah.
Maybe she just rips it off or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Small knife and a few drops of blood, falls from there.
Yeah. So this is the project, and
Okay.
I will think now I really think it's realistic to say that I will spend the next week finishing the scenery with all the inhabitants and features they can do, and I will still have to figure out how to fix if I should fix the complete arm or maybe just hands, because sometimes she can't have just one shape of hand, so I need to make different hands where she grabs something or has an open hand, or I don't know. And I need to figure out, because I will need to change that in between, so I can't fix them permanently. So I need to figure out a way how to deal with that. And this will happen in the next week.
Okay.
And then maybe I get to shoot something.
Okay, you have a lot of work ahead of you.
Yeah, but it's really great.
But nice, I really like the plan. It looks promising.
Yeah, it takes me back to when before I studied singing, I worked for a stage designer, and I built all her little
Really? Okay.
the little models. So I would spend the whole days and hours and months in this atelier and cut out little things.
Okay, so you have some experience. Okay, this is where it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy I have all this material at home. I'm happy we haven't cleaned out the apartment, so I can really dig in and find a lot of things.
Nice.
It's also good not to be tidy.
Yeah.
Like...
Okay, great. Looks super nice. So good luck this week. I hope you'll have a good working week.
Thank you.
And I'll see you next. What?
I have a streaming date tomorrow. So if you're interested, or if anybody's interested, I'm doing a session with the Lautenkompanie tomorrow at the theater Delphi in Weißensee, and it will be streamed, I think, via Sony and via the Lautenkompanie. And if you go to my Facebook page, you can find the link. And it's going to be, I think, 30 or 40 minutes of Baroque music with a twist. So it's it's something that they do regularly, like once a month, every Tuesday at the Theater Delphi. It's this really famous silent movie from the 20s. Do you know it?
Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll do a little session without audience.
What time is it?
It's 7:30.
Okay, sure. I'll be there. Yeah,
it's going to be British Baroque music, but with a twist.
What, Hanna? Handel or what?
No, it's Purcell and Dowland.
Oh, I love Purcell. Okay. Super.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, 7:30 tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Yael and I will be there. Yeah, I'm happy to hear
Great.
you. Okay, so, and we meet next Monday.
Exactly.
Super. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Break ahead.
Bye-bye.
See you.